Grand Prix, and once again, Jeff Stanton is under attack, and this time the attacker is Werner de Witt, as the Belgian rider on the Suzuki comes up along the outside. Stanton's in big trouble here.
You know, something's got to be wrong with Jeff. Perhaps he just wishes he was already retired at this point. You know, he looked over and let him by. He maybe doesn't want to interfere with these Europeans right now since he had such a poor performance in the first motor.
He can't win the overall based on being involved in that turn one tangle in Moto number 1. So indeed, perhaps stay out of the way, let the guys that are battling for the World Championship do their thing. There's simply no response here from Stanton.
Watch right here. You'll see him look over. He looked over already a couple of times as if to say, go ahead. You know, I'm not going to interfere with you.
And de Witt says, well, I'll take that position. Thank you very much, because I need all the points I can get. Meanwhile, look at this. This is the battle for the World Championship. Second and third on the racetrack, number 2, Stefan Everts, and number 1, Greg Albertine. Everts clipped 7 points off Albertine's lead in the first moto when Greg got a bad start, and Everts turned in a heroic performance. Now, in the second moto, Albertine needs to get around him and reassert his authority, because, again, Everts is the guy who's hurt. Albertine's at full strength. Albertine, on paper, should be stronger.
Well, in theory, yeah. And he also caught him pretty quick. Remember, Albertine was all the way back around 8th place. And, you know, having crashed in this kind of heat and humidity and picking your bike up and getting it going again, that takes a lot of energy out of you. So he's definitely looking strong right here, and it looks like he's going to pass him eventually.
These guys are both being caught by Werner de Witt, who has just worked around Stanton. Side by side for a moment. Albertine wants to make the pass. He knows that this could be for the championship. Up front, Boland is your leader. We should mention that Jeff Emig, the first moto winner, got a terrible start. He was 22nd at the end of the first lap, and we'll be lucky to see him moving into any kind of contention. Now you see some crowd along the sideline, some crowd reaction to this World Championship battle. A lot of people cheering Everts on. He gained some fans in that first moto.
Well, anybody likes to cheer for the underdog, and when they hear a guy's riding with that kind of an injury, I mean, they tend to want to pull for him. Oh, big mistake there by Albertine. He goes over the berm, loses a lot of time.
He is backing up rather dramatically, and I'm beginning to wonder if there's something wrong with that motorcycle. He was within a bike length of Everts just a few turns back, and now there's a big gap between the two, and I don't think we can attribute all of that to the obvious mistake by Albertine. Perhaps something mechanical has gone wrong with the world champion, and boy, that would be fitting. It's been that kind of day here in the heat and humidity of Maryland. See, Albertine's not there yet. de Witt has passed him. Here's DeMaria around him. The world champion is in trouble at Budds Creek. He's limping over the jump. About went over the handlebars. I think that thing is trying to die on him.
Yeah, when he landed off the jump there was nothing left. I mean, the bike just basically quit. He almost went over the handlebars, and you can see he's riding really slow, and he's probably going to pull in and see if they can get that thing fixed and get back out there and get some valuable points.
You get a glimpse of your leader, number 8, Boland. He is under attack now. Everts turned up the wick trying to get away from Albertine, and as a result has reeled in the leader, Boland. What a storybook day this could be for Everts. If he can win this second moto and Albertine go to the sidelines, you've got a brand new battle for the World Championship. And he came in here trailing by 30. In his wildest dreams, I don't think Everett thought this could happen today.
No, he just said he was going to give all of the effort he possibly could, and, you know, he was probably just hoping to be up front and just collect some points. And here he is looking at a chance to possibly win the second moto.
You said it earlier today when you had the broken wrist and went to the event. You go there, you get what you can get. You never know if it's going to all fall your way, and that's what's happened today. Here is Albertine, and he has stopped at the pit area for repairs on what is obviously an ill motorcycle, and an ill-tempered world champion looking down on a great deal of disgust. The Everts camp can't believe their good fortune. Art Ekman is standing by. Let's see if we can find out more about what's happening with the Johnson Suzuki.
Greg, what indication did he give you?
Well, the bike just died. It feels like fuel salvation, but I'm not sure what it is. Trying to sort it out. Sorry.
You can see the sweat, and you can hear the frustration in his voice. This guy is hot in more ways than one, and understandably so. Greg Albertine of South Africa, his motorcycle has let him down. And this guy, number 2, Everts, has the opportunity to gain 27 points today in the World Championship, but right now he's got his hands full because look who has arrived on the scene. It's the Pepsi Honda of Yves DeMaria, and I don't think DeMaria is the least bit concerned about Everett's World Championship hopes at this time.
No, he doesn't care, and he looks pretty strong right now too. And the thing you got to remember is not only has Everett riding with pain and all this, but he hasn't been able to train, so he's got to be a little bit tired. And looks like, oh, nice move. Boy, it looked like DeMaria was going to just try to roll right around the outside, and here's another look. Everett, he senses him on the outside. He starts into that berm, and he just rides right over the top of it, out into the line, takes it away, almost takes him out.
Pretty good little collision. You see that after the impact, DeMaria got real sideways. Let's see how he might choose to retaliate. It's a Kawasaki versus Honda battle, and this DeMaria kid, with 2 wins in a row coming in, has a lot of motivation. He's up along the outside again and down the hill, and this time he makes the clean pass on Everett. Here at Budds Creek, Maryland, final lap and a single question. Can Talon Boland withstand the late race assault of Yves DeMaria? I'm not going to put you on the spot, but Boland looks a little sloppy to me here, David.
Yeah, he does. He came out of that corner and he went up that straightaway just all out of control. And right here, he's drifting wide. He's off the line in the marbles there. You see that? And he's definitely, from the looks of that, feeling the pressure of DeMaria.
Is that fatigue, or might the suspension on his motorcycle have gotten a little tired on him here late in the race?
No, he just cased on that little uphill double there, went wide. I mean, he's off his line, and he's obviously very nervous. I mean, he realizes he doesn't have far to go, but he's feeling a lot of pressure from DeMaria. DeMaria has nothing to lose.
Talon, I did my best to get you an excuse. Bailey says no way. DeMaria is just faster, and obviously with a couple of bike lengths to make up and the opportunity to pick up World Championship points, Boland is not in the hunt for the title, but DeMaria drives by on the inside, says see you later. He needs all the points he can collect, and that pass right there was worth 3 for the fast Frenchman, who, by my arithmetic, is in position to score his 3rd straight overall victory. I don't know if he's counting points at this point, but he definitely is on a roll and certainly didn't hesitate to go after Boland.
No, it was a nice move, very aggressive. You can see he's pretty pumped about it, and Boland really dropped off the pace after that.
The Moto results show DeMaria the winner with Boland second. Everett, powerful 3rd-place run here today. DeWitt finishing 4th. There's the rest of your top 10. The big story, the failure to finish by the reigning world champion. Here is the pass that won the Moto. Up the inside, Boland with no response. DeMaria wins it. Let's hear from him.
He said he gave it everything. He really wanted to win in the States, and in Europe it's really a big thing to win in the States, and he gave everything he got.
What was he thinking midway through the race when he knew he had the lead, but he had a little ways to go in this humidity?
J'ai fait penser à Nico.
Ça allait être difficile, en plus j'avais plus de frein arrière, je ne sais pas ce qu'il y a eu sur la moto.
It looked really bad because at the time his rear brake went away, and he was worried, but he just gave it all he could, and I hope it worked out.
Congratulations. Great moto.
The Pepsi Honda team run 1-2 in the second Moto. Roger DeCoster, the former world champion interpreter's got to be happy. And the overall, it's DeMaria over Everett. Everett makes the big gain in terms of the points. Let's hear from the second Moto runner-up.
Talon, it was one of the best races we've seen in a long time as far as GP in the U.S.
Yeah, it was a good battle all the way to the end. I'm a little bit disappointed he got me, but it was a clean pass. He didn't hit me. I knew that line, but just a second too late, and he was already in there. So it's good for him, but I'm happy. Both the Pepsi team did really good today. All right, it's hard, I'm a little bit disappointed. I'd really like to win my first 250 GP here today, but it's okay. I'm happy with the second. I got a lot of points, and I just got to look forward. I've given a lot of confidence. I know I'm a lot faster. Maybe in Venezuela we got 3 more left. I can win one.
Good run today for the product of the Southern California Motocross Wars. Here's the big story. Everett trails Albertine by 8 points, leaving America. Albertine came here with a 30-point lead. DeMaria with the most to celebrate, 3 overall wins in a row. Final thoughts, David Bailey.
Oh, it's got to give him a lot of confidence going into the rest of the season. It's just too bad he wasn't up there a little closer. I'm really impressed with Everett. Sometimes when you have an injury like that or you're sick, and there's not a lot of expectation on your performance, you go out there and actually ride more relaxed and you surprise yourself.
Congratulations in order for both Everett, who closes in on a possible world championship, and DeMaria, who wins the overall today. For Art Ekman and David Bailey, I'm Dave Despain. Thanks for being here for USGP.